Hello, everyone. This is Ben Dunn, founder of Dr. Press, a comic book company established in 1985. Also, creator of such comics as Ninja High School, Warrior Nun, Mighty Tiny, Tomorrow Girl, and a host of other comics. So, I am a believer of karma. I think that what we do right now, this very moment, will affect us in the future. It's laws of consequence, whatever you want to call it. I think that sometimes what we do can either come back to reward us or come back to haunt us. So I found it very interesting that I came across an article on Gizmodo about an AI artist who's complaining, talk about chutzpah, complaining that he is losing, quote unquote, millions, I assume dollars, because he cannot benefit from his AI generated art. Oh my goodness. He can't benefit from AI generated art. Oh my God. Boyd, call the Marines, call the president. It's a disaster. Well, he should have known that the Copyright Office declared, almost a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year ago, that AI generated art cannot be copyrighted. I mean, stated right there, right there in front of them. So let's go over this, shall we? So the headline reads, famous quote unquote AI artist says he's losing millions of dollars from people stealing his work, which seems like almost an ironic statement. The guy who used Midjourney to create an award-winning piece of AI art demands copyright protection. Huh? Isn't that interesting? Now, this is something that is certainly a bugaboo in the artistic community. Now, while I personally think that AI is here to stay, there are going to be things that are going to have to work its way in, just like in the early days of digital and internet and things like that. Sometimes the law takes a little bit longer to catch up to changes and advances in technology. So let's get into this, shall we? According to the article, Jason M. Allen, who's an executive at Tabletop Gaming, a tabletop gaming startup, submitted an AI-generated quote-unquote painting to a Colorado digital art competition, which he won. No kudos to the judges who actually gave him the award. People seem to forget that it was humans who gave him that award. Saying, hey, buddy, it's an AI-generated piece of work. We're not giving you diddly squat. But anyway, he won. And then he had instead of being humble and accepting the award, he went ahead and said something to the effect that, hey, man, AI is here to stay. It isn't going to stop. Art is dead, dude. It's over. A1. Humans lost. Well, I hate to break it to Mr. Allen, but humans still occupy the vast majority of things that are going on. He is basically trying to convince the Copyright Office that they should grant him copyright protection for his work. He's claiming that people are stealing his work, quote unquote, stealing his work. That's like someone ripping you off, and then somebody ripping him off, and then claiming that he got stolen from. That's a lot of chutzpah, if you ask me. Which is funny, since the people behind the AI tools he used to create the work has been accused of the exact same thing. Tit for tat, that's what I say. Karma, baby, that's the way it is. The Copyright Office refused to register Theatre d'Opera Spatial, which is the name of the art that he quote unquote created. And he has said others have repeatedly and blatantly stole artwork from him. I'm not one to delve into Schadenfreude, but you know what? I am laughing internally about this. I mean, it was stated many years ago. Well, not many years ago. I mean, just recently, the copyright always said, "Hey, we're not going to copyright anything generated by AI." They just out and out said it. He should have known that. He should have known that he wasn't going to retain any kind of copyright if his work was generated by AI. And that's on him. He should have realized that. I don't have any sympathy for this person individual. Look, I do agree with him. AI is here to stay. It's here. Until laws are passed, by Congress or the Copyright Office saying that, hey, we will copyright and recognize copyright for AI images, you're just crap out of luck, man. You're crap out of luck. Move on. You think you can make money doing this stuff and keep on doing it, make a little money you can, but I tell you, the market will speak for itself. That's the way it always has been. I wouldn't just say boo hoo hoo, cry me a river, blah blah blah. I mean, I'm serious, man. It's just, on one hand, yes, he did create something, but he didn't create it with using his own hands. He didn't create it using skill, years of practice and things like that. He just basically typed in a few prompts and some computer digitally created artwork for him. And that's fine. I have no problems with that, to be honest. But don't complain when people do the same thing to you. I'm perfectly willing to accept the fact that anything I generate can be used against me. And that's just the way it is. I hope he loses, to be honest. I hope this sends a message to people who think that they can monetize AI by using other people's work, that they're not going to make any money off of it. And that should be a warning to people who decide to use AI to create works of art like movies and television, that stuff is not going to be protected by copyright. And if until that legislation is passed, and I don't doubt that it will happen, some big shot, huge influencer in the entertainment industry is going to convince some senator or congressman, to say, hey, you know what we really need? We need a law that protects AI generated work. And sure enough, there's going to be a bill introduced in Congress saying that, yay, we are going to pass a law that allows people to copyright AI generated images. And then the Copyright Office will have no choice but to do that because, hey, they're under the purview of Congress. So until that happens, then this guy's shit out of luck. That's just the way it is. That's life, man. That's life, baby. That's karma. But I also am realistic in knowing that someday it will happen. Not that if it'll happen, it's a matter of when it'll happen. So, but for now, let us bask in the very short victory that we have achieved as an artistic community. But time marches on, and we must prepare for the future. So anyway, until next time, this has been Done, signing off.